Hello, in this video we'll see how to install Windows 11 using bootable USB. There are three ways to install Windows 11, that is using the installation assistant for upgrading from previous version, or by creating a bootable USB drive or DVD drive straight from the media creation tool. And the third option is to download a disk image ISO file. This you can use if you want to create a DVD drive or something like that. In this video we will explore the second option, that is how to install Windows 11 using bootable USB drive. So first thing we need to do is to go to Microsoft website and download the media creation tool. As you can see on the website, all the three options are listed here. We are interested in the second one, that is to create Windows 11 installation media. So we'll download that, and a file will be downloaded on your computer, most probably in the downloads folder. Once it is downloaded, you have to right click this and run as administrator to start creating the bootable USB drive. So we have downloaded, we'll right click this and run as administrator. Now the media creation tool will start, and you can simply follow the instructions on the screen. It is pretty easy to understand. The first thing is we need to accept the license or agreement, and then we can select the language and edition here. Of course, we don't get the option to choose the edition here, whether it's 32-bit or 64-bit, because Windows 11 is designed to run on 64-bit systems. If you want to change the language and setting language, you can do so. Alright, and in the next screen we will get an option whether to select USB flash drive or ISO file. In this case we are interested in making a bootable USB drive, so we will select the first one. Otherwise, if you are interested in downloading ISO file, you can choose the second option. The pen drive inserted is detected. I'll just click next, and media creation tool will start downloading Windows 11 from the internet, and it will prepare the USB bootable drive as well. So let's wait for that. So the media creation tool is creating the bootable USB drive and it is ready. We can click on finish to exit. We can now use this bootable USB drive to install Windows 11 on another system or in this system if required. So in this step now we will see how to use the bootable USB for installing Windows 11. For that we need to change some boot order. If you can access the boot menu directly using a key, then you can quickly press that when Windows is starting, then select the option to boot from the USB drive. Otherwise you can also set boot priority in BIOS settings. Once that is done, Windows will start booting from the bootable USB and start the installation of Windows 11. These are just standard Windows 11 installation screens which you can just follow. Here you can also choose to skip by selecting I don't have a product key and then activate Windows later. Otherwise, if you have the product key, then you can enter it now. I'll just choose I do not have a product key, and then I'll proceed. Next we get to select the Windows edition. Kindly select the Windows edition depending on what kind of license you have purchased. Select the correct edition and then proceed. In the next screen we will get an option to select how we want to install Windows 11. You can choose the first option, that is upgrade, if you are upgrading from a previous Windows edition. Otherwise, normally we will go with the custom option, that is install Windows only advanced. So by selecting this option you will be presented with the disk partitions. Now as you can see, the drives are all 0 but partitions are numbered 1 to 4. That means there is only a single disk and there are 4 partitions. Now if you are going to keep the other partitions and install Windows, you have to identify on which partition Windows is already installed. You can delete that partition and then proceed. You need not touch the other partitions, so you need to identify on which partition Windows is presently installed. So in this example, I don't need the other partitions as well, so I'm just gonna delete all the partitions and then install Windows. I have deleted all the partitions and I want to install Windows here. Windows will format the hard disk and start the installation. We have removed the bootable USB drive and now Windows is booting from the installation itself. You can now follow the instructions on the screen and set up your computer the way you want, like language, region, currency, keyboard, username, passwords and things like that. Okay, now in Windows 11, Microsoft will normally recommend you to add a Microsoft account, but if you don't want to use a Microsoft account and you just want a local account, then you can enter a dummy email address and a dummy password here, and then you can set up a local account for this PC. If you have a PC where you had previously used Microsoft account, then you can obviously enter that Microsoft account and all the settings and documents and all that will be synced to this PC as well. So here we are entering a dummy email and a dummy password, and Microsoft will obviously fail in identifying that, so we can click next now and enter a name which will be used as the local account name. Now we are almost at the end of the setup and Windows will take us inside. We did not activate Windows 11 during the installation process, so we can activate now. You can click on Start and click on Settings. As you can see, Windows is not activated here, so we can click Activate Now. And Windows reported no product key was found on your device, so we will click Change and then enter the product key and click Next, and Windows should be able to activate with the product key. So this is all that you have to do if you want to install Windows 11 using a bootable drive.